need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I sold them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
Yo, what is up? It's another episode of Phins Take with CB83. Hey, what is good people? Hey, we have another show coming at you live tonight for a little film action, man. We're going to get it in tonight. You know, we get to watch Tua, break down what he did bad, what he did good, and just kind of review the tape, man. And that's the good thing about, man, watching the game after these losses and these wins. You get to see the good, you get to see the bad, get to see the stuff he cleaned up. Man, I mean, it was a rough outing. Let's talk about it, right? Rough outing. Tua didn't have his best game, man. He was off slightly on a lot of passes. Just a little high, a little shook. I think Mike McDaniel's game plan was a little overzealous in terms of approach. And we'll talk about that. Honestly, let's kind of talk about that right now. Now, Tua is not the quarterback, in my opinion, that's going to sit back and throw the ball 35, 40 times and win you a football game. I just think he's not that guy. Even if he has the protection, I still feel you need to run the ball with Tua in the game. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Shake. Shake's always in here first. Shake, what's good with you? Throw them fins up. CT's in his joint. What's good, CT? Anthony Manzano, what's good? My boy Kane's in the building. Kane's, what's good with you, bro? Miami Fan Talk Show. Yeah, man, appreciate y'all being in here, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Irv, what's good? I see you, Irv. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to the mod squad, and I appreciate you guys. We're gonna get into it, man, but I was just talking about like Tua and throwing the ball, right? I don't think Tua is the guy that's gonna sit back and just throw the ball time after time and it work out. I just don't think he's that quarterback. I think he's the type of quarterback that you need to be able to run the ball. And running the ball 8 times for us in that game just wasn't enough. It just wasn't. It wasn't. We were behind the sticks constantly, and we abandoned the run game. Let's just call it what it is. Mike McDaniel said, hey, I don't feel comfortable running the ball, and he abandoned it. Now, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it, and there's a lot of reasons why I don't agree with it. But the main one is that as like when we look at the percentages, right? So let's break it down. So when we look at the NFL and how the game is played, and we look at the percentages and how they line up, right? And we could compare kind of football to basketball in this sense. Throwing passes down the field, deep middle, deep right, deep left, even like, midfield left, midfield right. There's a high percentage that these passes aren't completed typically, right? So they're kind of like shooting 3-point shots in the NBA. It's a low percentage shot. But when it comes to running the ball, it's just a much higher percentage play. And I understand that, you're not going to be able to hit home run, get home run plays all the time. But you got to be able to run the ball and stay ahead of the chains. And Mike McDaniels just got us into 3rd and long just way too much, right? Way too much. We were behind the sticks. And that was the difference. Honestly, it was the difference between Kyle Shanahan's team and our team on offense, right? Kyle Shanahan's team ran the ball 30-something times. I think 34 times. maybe 24, 34 times. They averaged 3.6 yards a carry and ran it 30 plus times. We averaged 4.1 yards a carry and ran it 8 times. Now, people will say, hey, don't let this fool you. We weren't running the ball efficiently, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't make sense, right? And it doesn't make sense because it all averages out. So if you run the ball 8 times and you get 4 yards a carry on it, there's no reason you shouldn't be running the ball more often in that game. It's just the way it is. Like that's just the numbers. So we should have been running the ball more for sure, averaging 4 yards a carry. If you're averaging 4 yards a carry, you stay a little bit ahead of the chains. You don't get yourself in a 3rd and long. You can get into some 3rd and 5s, 3rd and 6s, 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 3s, and the playbook is open. And we just couldn't keep the playbook open. We kept taking shots downfield. And I understand their linebackers were good, but it's like, damn, like you got to test these guys. Like you got to make them play the run and you got to make them play the pass. You also got to make them run sideline to sideline. And that's something we didn't do. No tosses outside, no outside zone, none of that. And that's just not going to get it done versus good teams. You got to make these linebackers work. If they got a good linebacker unit, shit, you got to take it to them. And if you don't take it to them, they're just going to buck drop, get into their drops, and drop in the zones and cause havoc. And that's what happened. Like, so Mike McDaniels is, and this is part of the learning experience for him as a coach. His coaches got to be in his ear. And if they are in his ear, he's got to be listening to them at times. And they got to be saying, hey, coach, you need to run the ball a little bit more. We're just getting too pass happy. I understand it looked like you could do some things. And he probably saw the first play of the game, saw that we exposed them on that one, and just kind of like abandoned it and just said, hey, let's attack them. But it really put Tua in a bind where he had to make some critical throws and he just couldn't get it done. And that happens sometimes, man. I've seen him hit those throws, but on Sunday, he just couldn't connect. He was a little high on a lot of stuff, a little low on a lot of stuff. And they got him off platform a lot. And that's what happens when you get that pressure on a quarterback and you get him off platform. He just looked uncomfortable, looked very uncomfortable. And I think he's going to get better from it. I think Mike McDaniels will learn from, the situation and get better because that's what it's about, man. They got to get better, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Irv, CT, Miami Fan Talk Show. Kane's in the building. CT's in his joint. Q's in his joint. What's good? What's up with y'all, man? What's crack-a-lacking? Yeah, but, man, let's get into this film, man. Damn this. I don't even want to do all this talking. So we're gonna watch Tua's dropbacks. And I mean, there's only 8 run plays. And honestly, we should have ran the ball a lot more. We just should have ran the ball a lot more. It would have helped us out a little bit. It would have kept San Fran off the field a little bit more too. The time of possession was just way lopsided. Even when I was cutting this up at one point, and then I found another video and just said, fuck that, I'm gonna do this one. But San Francisco was on the field all game. And we were in 3 and outs at times, and they would just get in a 11-play drive. Next drive, 10-play drive. And that's because they were running the ball efficiently. When you can run the ball like that, keep the ball out of the other team's hands, you just put yourself in a better position. And we made some mistakes here or there. We dropped some balls. We did some stuff that was uncharacteristic of us, threw some bad passes. But, in the end, we had an opportunity to win that game. Man, the defense didn't perform as well as I thought they would. No matter what we say about Tua played a bad game. And I expect quarterbacks to have bad games. Everybody has bad games. Brady had a bad game through the whole game outside of, 2 or 3 drives the other night. It happens. But I also expected our defense to step up and play a little bit better, man. We struggled stopping the run. we got some pass breakups at times. Like we did some good stuff at times, but we just didn't do enough to get off the field on third down, man. There were a lot of third and shorts, and that's what Kyle Shanahan did. He got them into third and short and just was able to execute. So that's the tough thing about it, man, is that, even with the 4 turnovers or however many turnovers we had, we were still in a position to win this game late in the game. And that's what happens, man, when you just beat yourself. You shoot yourself in the foot and, you can't come back from it. But yeah, man, let's put up this film. Let's check it out, watch it, see what we got. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like as you come in. I appreciate you guys. All love, always love. What's good? Yes, let me go ahead and present this. Share screen window. Bam. All right, bam. So there we go. Let me get this out the way real quick. So yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, this is a little bit better right here. All right, let's do it like that. All right. Yeah, so this is what we got. Let's go back here. Hey guys, I can't really see the chat while I'm watching the film, so just keep that in mind. Shake, if you need to hit me on something, just feel free to text me, bro, if something's going on in the chat or whatever. So let's rewind this back real quick. So yeah, man, Tua just was off, guys. Just off a little bit here and there. And I don't think he was far off either. He was close, man. A lot of these plays were really close to being completed. So here we have this is kind of our typical 2-back set. 5 offensive linemen, 2 receivers. We got, I think that's Tyreek going in motion right now. If we look at the defense, they've got a 4-man front with another backer here, kind of standing up like he's like stemming, like he's blitzing. We got the 2 backers here, like Mike and probably strong side, and then we got 2 safeties back here, 2 corners on these receivers, right? So this is play action, right? So play action, it's almost like a sprint protection. So when we look at this, the offensive line is just firing off to the left, like they're zone blocking, like it's a zone block run, right? When this happens, the defensive ends are going to squeeze. So you see Bosa squeeze down onto this tackle. Bosa's basically supposed to be like punching this guy's hip and forcing everything down and just watching it, keeping his outside shoulder free as a defensive end and making sure nothing gets outside of him, right? Now, he's looking at kind of at the running back, looking down here. The linebacker's still in this spot. Let's see what we got on the routes. So linebacker's just kind of sitting there. We got Sherfield kind of in that window, right? And you could see Sherfield's realizing that, hey, something's coming. It looks like they're blitzing. So he's kind of like a hot guy right now, right? So as the play is going on, he's realizing that, hey, there's some guys going into the box. I may need to get my head around right away. Bam, my head's around. Tua sees him, right? These 2 guys are running with Tyreek because, he's Tyreek. He's getting $30 million a year. He's probably sure that they want to get Tyreek the ball on the first play. These guys are. So they're cheating towards Tyreek, right? So they're cheating towards Tyreek. And this is one of the things that, people don't talk about in regards to Tyreek. Like, he may not be producing a lot in games like this where he's just, catching 100 balls, right? But he's in a position to take players away from guys. So right here, he's kind of taking players away from Sherfield. and giving him an opportunity to catch the ball and really get ghost on him, right? And that's what you'll see as we run it. You got the insides almost basically like a seam route, right? Just kind of hit it right on the seam. Tua makes a good throw, and then Sherfield makes the cut, right? He makes the cut, and he gets ghost after that. And that's good speed, man. Check out Waddle fly down here, man. So yeah, man, and that's a good play. I like the play call. You get the ball to a guy early, who they don't expect to get the ball, and he makes a play. And that's what Sherfield has done for us all year, man. So big ups to him. That's a great play. Great ball, great play. Like the way it was drawn up. That worked. It was a touchdown. Really good play. So after this, and you see the protection here. Protection is pretty good here, right? Bosa's a free man, so he's going to come free anyways. The quarterback is reading him. So Bosa is kind of, almost taking the running back. He realizes it's a throw, and then he's like, oh, okay. All right, there's nothing I could do here. And then Sherfield's off to the races. Check out Waddle running down there. Using speed. I like it, man. Good play. Great start to the game, man. Just great start coming out the gate. Right. So this is, look, same formation. This looks like Tyreek is going across the formation the other way. He's going towards Sherfield just like he did last time. And this is Mike McDaniel's just using basically the layers of the plays to try to fool defenses, right? Now you have a truer defensive formation. You got a 4-man front. You don't have that walk down guy like you had last time. You have 3 linebackers, and then you got the DBs, 2 safeties, 2 corners, right? And this kind of looks like the same thing for the most part. And look at it again. So now they play it a little bit differently, right? Playing it a little bit differently. Sherfield's still in that seam right there, right? That safety kind of sees what's going on, and he's trying to creep down a little bit, right? He throws the ball and that was a miscommunication there. And this is what I didn't see a lot of this, prior to the Houston game, a lot of miscommunications in regards to where they were throwing the ball to. And I don't know what Tyreek was thinking, whether he was thinking, gear it down, or whether he was thinking the ball was going to angle or what, but it seemed like there was a miscommunication on this play in regards to who he was throwing the ball to. But I want to see these guys run these routes. I guess they're trying to sit down in the gap. It's almost like a read route. If they drop back, I'm going to sit down in the gap. But Tua's just got to do a better job of, figuring out where these guys are going to be. Honestly, I would have liked to see, Sherfield run a post. Try to take one of these guys away. Try to take the safety away. Hit Ingle right here and let Ingle make a play. I think that would have been the better play. Let him get in the flats and do something. So here we go again. So same formation. Tyreek's running across the formation towards Sherfield again, right? And this is Mike McDaniel trying to play the game with him. Oh, this is the same play again. Oh, man. Pass pro is bad. Now look at this pass pro here. This is what? Brandon Shell. The right tackle. And this is what happens, man. And we'll get into it, but this view doesn't do it justice. He gets punished. So let's go back and look at the routes real quick. See what we got. So Tyreek's taking the top off. Sherfield's running like a dig. You have it. This is the tight end. Yeah, this is the tight end. So that's Smythe doing a chip block, and then he's in the flat, or not in the flat, just kind of like underneath. This is Sherfield running a dig. Waddle's running an out, it looks like. And yeah, I can't really tell who he's throwing the ball to. But this is the chip you get from Smythe, right? And this chip kind of messes up the tackle because he kind of presses him inside, and just at that point he uses that force that the tight end gave him to kind of run and get to him. It gets hit pretty good. Let me see that throw again. And that's tipped by Fred Warner, which is a good play, man. Like, he's just really good at just being involved in the pass game. You gotta appreciate, and he's not giving these guys free runs. Like, he's getting hands on guys as they're running through. Tough pass. Tough pass. Oh man, this was the one too. You gotta and Tua's getting off he's getting pushed off his spot, which he's not used to doing. He's like a true pocket passer. When you're a true pocket passer and you get to moving like this, you gotta be able to hit these guys on the run. So instead of throwing it high, just throw it a little bit over here to a spot, and don't worry about trying to push it high. Throw it to the left side so he can run underneath it. Right? If you throw it to where nobody could go get it and just let your guy get it, that's the throw you want to make. And let's say he does throw it out there and Waddle has to stop for some reason to get the football. The defender's going to run right through him, so it's going to be a pass interference. So he's got to kind of put this out here in this area and give him an opportunity to make a play on the ball. Got to give him an opportunity to make a play on the ball. Now, this is what I do like about Mike McDaniels as an offensive coordinator. He's going to use the entire field. So when you look at these plays, right, look at these safeties and look at Tyreek, right? Now, Tyreek's on a go route. Honestly, if Tua lets that thing rip, it's a touchdown. It's a touch. But I don't know if he sees it at this point. Maybe he does see it, maybe he doesn't. But there's nobody back there to cover him. Nobody back there. So he tries to make the play to Waddle. And this is where he's got to get better. Seeing Tyreek down the field, sometimes you just got to throw it up down there and just give him an opportunity to go make a play. And that's what Patrick Mahomes was really good at doing. Like, whenever, there was pressure or something was going on, he would just, hey, step up, let her rip. Let her rip. Because, hey, even if, he's not down there, it's going to be an incomplete pass. But if he is, it could be a touchdown, because it's either going to be a pass interference or it's going to be a great opportunity for Tyreek to make a play on the ball. And Tyreek's just really good at going to get these deep shots. Really good at it. So he's got to give. And I know Tyreek was a little. He was a little animated at the end of that one because he felt like, hey, I'm running by myself down here. And watch him, you'll see him jump up and down a little bit. He's like, yo, come on, make that throw. So Tua's got to really kind of just let it rip sometimes, man. And that's what he did in that one throw. And, he ended up being a touchdown. But you can't be focused on making the perfect plays all the time. Sometimes you just got to throw it down there and see what happens. There's nobody down there. It's just Tyreek. He's the only one that's going to be able to get that ball if you really let it go. So protection's got to be better. Protection isn't bad. And this was the ball. Honestly, this was a third down play. This kind of bothered me too. I thought Waddle should have made this catch. I've seen Waddle make these diving catches. And let's look at the pass pro really quick. So pass pro, we got Connor Williams, left tackle, left guard, left guard's by itself. Right guard's blocking, right tackle's by itself, and then you got the tight end helping out. That right guard is getting beat, man, and that's Robert Hunt. It's not bad, right? And I thought Waddle should have caught that ball, man. Like, I understand it's a low ball. You got to make your quarterback look good, though. And Waddle catches a lot of those low balls like that. So if he comes up with that one, it's a first down and the chains keep moving, man. All right, so this is another drive. And shout out to everybody in here. We got 13 in the room. Hit the like on your way in. I appreciate it. Subscribe, share, like. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're getting there, guys. We're getting to 1,000 slowly but surely. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I appreciate everybody coming in. I see you, Irv. I see you. Irv says cover 3 is his own defense with 4 underneath players and 3 deep players. Yes. So cover 3 is where you have one safety kind of in the middle pushing back, and it could be a safety in a corner kind of running back to do the deep thirds as well, to cover those deep thirds. And then everybody else is just underneath. So when you look at cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, they're just talking about the last guys, the last line of defense. Exactly. So when we look at this, we're going back to the film. So this is the same formation we've kind of been running. So we got that 2 running back set, right? Double running backs, 4-3 linebackers, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. We got a safety kind of roll down into the box. This safety here, he was back here. He's rolled down into the box. And we got 2 corners looking at our 2 receiver guys and safety back. So tyreekhill on a motion again. He's done a lot of motioning. Tua gets a good drop. It's just a little high on it. And he's a little high. Like, I feel like this was a shot he could have made, but these linebackers do such a good job of getting into their breaks. And this is what, like, I would like to see Tua start throwing the ball, anticipating where the guy could be, right? So he's throwing the ball to almost where the guy is right now, right? But let's say he throws the ball on the opposite side of this of the numbers. Let's say he puts it in this hole right here. If he puts it in this hole right here, the guy has an opportunity to run and catch it and not leave his feet right now, but run to a spot, catch it outside the numbers, right? And then he has the ability to turn up and run, right? If he throws it to him right now, he's having to leave his feet, try to go up and catch the ball. Put it to a pocket. Put it into a pocket, man. I feel like he's just doing too much trying to hit a guy like on the body. Throw it over here, let him go get it. Right? If you throw him over here and let it go get it, it's a much better throw. It's away from the defenders. All you have to do is put it in this pocket right here. If you put it on the 30-yard line, right outside the 30-yard line, right there, man, it's a money shot. So I feel like he's just got to work on taking these shots and anticipating these linebacker drops. I know you want to try to put it over the linebacker so he can't get it, but if you put it a little bit further back into a hole, you don't have to worry about it because they won't be able to get to it. But really good effort by Waddle trying to get it. It was just too high, just this ball too high. That was a good throw right there. Really good throw. So this is, and let me see this. So same formation. Actually, we got a tight end in this one, right? Tight end's over here helping. We got 5 down linemen, a running back, 3 receivers. And this was a really, really good throw in the middle of in the teeth of the defense, right through the linebackers, hit him. Good catch. Way to hold on to the ball. Good play. This is a really good play from Smythe. I was impressed with his pass catching, but his pass blocking is a little shoddy. His blocking period is a little shoddy. He's just not the best blocker sometimes. And I understand it. It's Bosa. He's a really good player. And see, this is what I'm talking about. So we just get a first down, right? And Mike McDaniels, instead of running the ball and like forcing these linebackers to make a play, like we just go back to throwing it. It's like, bro, hand the ball off, let him get 3 to 4 yards and make a play. And I understand San Francisco's rallying to the football. They really do a good job of playing like a Wolfpack, like literally going to get everything they see. When they see ball, get ball, right? This one was tough. It hit Engel in the hands, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see it on this shot right here. No, that wasn't the one. So they didn't show the other view of that one. But I don't know, man. I felt like he could have caught the ball for sure. I thought he put it where he needed to put it. Hit you in the hands, you got to catch it. And that's a good catch from Tyreek. And honestly, guys, this is like a back shoulder throw almost. But when you get Tyreek on these motions and he has the momentum, he could literally run past these guys. He's that fast. He's that fast. But man, he's good at catching the ball. Really good at catching the ball. So that was a good ball. And Tua's done some good things. So far, he's done some good things. He's had a couple misses. He's had a couple good throws. So right now, I would say he's about 50-50 on like production and how he's playing. Another good shot. That's a good ball. When we go look at the pass protection was pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. Everybody's holding up pretty good offensively so far. This guy at the bottom's trying to cross face and they're trying to run a stunt, but still a really good play. Really good opportunity to catch the ball. So, and Tua's using his eyes to, take the linebackers away from the play, take guys away from the play. Man, Engel, stay on your feet, bro. What are you doing? Give it to him right away. And see, this is cool, but like we're looking to this side a lot, right? So at some point, I feel like Mike McDaniels, you got to run something back the other way. So if you're gonna fake this motion here, bring something back the other way. And sorry about this. I'm trying to rewind this real quick. All right, there we go. All right, so we're bringing this guy Tyreek down into motion, right? He's bringing it to Sherfield. We've done this all game so far. 2 running backs. We're gonna fake the handoff, right? But like at some point, we got to do something on his backside. Like figure out a way to get the backside involved in the play, and tell Tua, hey, this time we're gonna look this way, and then we're gonna go to the backside. He just throws it to Engel right away. Engel gets like 4 or 5 yards. It's an extension of the run game, and that's what he's thinking. Hey, this is like a run play for us, but it's still not really forcing these linebackers to come up and make a play. Stay on your feet and go. You'll hurt yourself, man. So this is basically like a twins formation. Engel's in motion, right? One running back. And this is like an influence block on Bosa, right? So check Engel out on this play. He's going to fake like he's going to block Bosa. Oh, let me back it up. So he's going to fake like he's going to block Bosa. And why is it going so fast? So right here we go. Pause it. Pause it. He's faking like he's blocking Bosa, right? And then he's going to get into the flat. He gets the ball right away, and he's able to make a play. So we did a lot of that, and that's what you do to guys like Bosa. You got to make them think. And that's what I figured we would do. Like run Ingle at him like he's going to block him, get into the flats. We did the same thing to Miles Garrett, guys, and I told you this last week. I said Ingle's going to be involved with Bosa and the defensive ends a lot. It's going to be a lot of that situation. That's what I told you guys was going to happen. And Ingle was really involved in the game plan. He had to be because he was used a lot in situations like this. So he's catching the pass in the flat and just kind of taking it for, 7-8 yards, which is a good play. So this is play action. Ooh, this one was rough here. So the thing I didn't like about this was this chip block by Ingle. It's like you can't do stuff like this against Bosa. Like you got to make sure you take him out. Like get across his thigh pads. If you're at his ankles, you're doing us no good, my boy. So this block right here is just not good enough on Bosa. It's not a good enough block. It's not good enough to deter him away from making this play. Right? And it puts him in a situation where he's going to get killed because he did make a good enough block on Bosa. So he's got to be better. Right? So this is Ingle right here trying to block Bosa. Goes low. He gets out the way. He's athletic. Jumps. Dude looks like Wolverine or some shit, yo. This shit is really wild, yo. Look at this dude. Like, he looks like a fucking X-Man in a fucking cartoon or something. He looks like Captain America, bro. He literally gets out of the way of Ingle, bam, jumps, and then just starts sprinting that Tua, which is wild. Now, I would have liked to see Tua maybe hold the ball a little bit. Well, you really can't hold the ball a little bit more. Like, I think Waddle was going to come open right here. This is the throw you want to make, right? But his shoulders just aren't square enough to make that throw. He knows, hey, I need to get this ball out right now, and I don't have enough behind me to get it to Waddle and get it there without it being a duck or without these linebackers being able to pick it. So he takes a safe throw, which is the smart thing to do. But Waddle was the guy that was going to come open. That was going to be the one that makes the touchdown. And then this is another play. And Jeff Wilson Jr., man, like, I get it, bro. He's a big guy. That's not gonna get it done, son. That's still in money right there, right? So diving at Bosa's feet, that's not the answer. That's gonna get us killed. And that's what happens, man. And that's why you got to have somebody, a dedicated guy like Ingle, like put Ingle in on this and just let him do it, right? He's in, but he's not blocking Bosa. He needs to be on Bosa because none of these other guys can really block him. And even Ingle struggled. Even him, he struggled. So this is what they did here. He just kind of goes. So, and this is a thing this is almost like Ingle in a tight end position. When he steps down and Bosa's kind of hanging there, bro, just take him with you. Just drive him down, right? Drive him down. Because if you drive him down, we have a shot. He's trying to get into a route, but, bro, you're never going to get into a route like that. But Bosa was real disruptive all day. He was. And is this the same situation? And this is Ingle doing that shit again, guys. I just showed you him doing this, right? Ingle goes to block him low. Tries to block him low. He jumps, bam, jumps, and then still gets up there and gets in his face. And it's just enough to cause Tua to get the ball off early and not be able to get his feet set. Bam, up, right? And he's just like a little shook by what's going on in front of him. But he's got to deliver on this. Like, step into your throw. His mechanics, I don't know about his mechanics right now. I feel like he's so worried about the pressure, he's not really focused on it. He's got happy feet. Just take it, let it go. Let it go now. And it's just sailing on him because he's not really like following it through. You can see he's just kind of preparing for the hit. San Fran was all over it, man. They were. Oh, this was the one. Oh my gosh, I thought this was the one. Thought it was a good ball too. Real time, it looked good. Oh man, throw it out there. And this is what I'm talking about. These should be touchdown plays, guys. I don't think you realize you don't get many opportunities in a game to be able to hit a guy like this in stride with nobody behind him. Like, you don't get many opportunities like this. It's got to be out here, and it's got to be so he can run under it. Do I like Jeff Wilson running this play? No, I don't like him running the play, but he's the running back we got in there. He's got to make the play. It's just a missed opportunity, a big missed opportunity. And this was you got to give it to McDaniels. This is a great play call, right? Great play call. He's running like a double post, a guy in the flat over here, and then running a wheel behind it over here. And even look at the swing route. Like, this is the flat has an opportunity, but Tua knows, hey, I'm ready to take this shot. He's ready to take this shot. He feels like Jeff Wilson can make the play. He throws it up there. It's just a little bit off, man. And that was really the story of the night. Like, a couple inches away. Now, let me go back and see where he's running this route on the so Jeff Wilson Jr., I would like to see him push more outside at this point. Like, he's still kind of hugging the numbers. I would like to see him push a little bit further outside, like run this way, this alley. So if you need to adjust to the ball, it's easier to go inside and get it, right? If you're running inside, it's much harder to adjust and go outside to get the football. If you're running to the outside on the sideline, it's much easier to go inside and adjust to the football. So I'm sure Mike McDaniels will talk to him about that. But if he runs that hump outside and runs a little bit closer to the sideline, it gives him a much better opportunity to adjust to the ball. Ball could be thrown a little bit better, a little bit further outside, or a little bit further down the field, man. Just give him an opportunity to run under it, and it could be a really big play. So the ones like that hurt, man. Those are the ones that really hurt. Protection wasn't bad on that play. Protection wasn't bad. The right tackle is just kind of beat early, but I mean, the guy's running the hump so much that it really doesn't matter. But yeah, man, this was the story of the night. Like, just not good enough. Close, very close, but not good enough to make these plays. And man, it hit him in the hands too. Like, you gotta, like, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, people will say, it's a bad throw by Tua. Shit, he hit him in the hands, guys. Like, it wasn't a perfect pass, but damn, it hit you in the hands, bro. Like, when we look at passes like that, if it hits, look, in my experience from playing football, if the ball hits you in both hands, you have an opportunity to catch it. So You got to be able to make those plays. And that's just where we were on Sunday. It's like, bro, we just weren't making the plays we usually make. Jeff Wilson Jr. got to make that play. All right, so let's go back to this one. All right, there we go. And he was mad. He was upset. He knew he could have made that play. He knew he should have made that play. He was upset. It's okay. Get back to the huddle. Let's do it again. So, man, this protection is getting swallowed right here. This is when you get manhandled. And this is when they send the blitz too. Damn, they sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to our 6. Somebody's go. Well, we got 7 too. So this guy becomes a blocker. The running back becomes a blocker. And then we have 5 down linemen. So we got 7 too. But our 7 we got 3 on this side and 3 on this side. They're bringing 4 over here. They're bringing 4 over here to. Let's see where Connor Williams goes. Yep, Connor Williams goes right. So since Connor Williams goes right, they have an extra guy on this side. They got 1 Bosa. They got this guy, Fred Warner, 2, 3, and 4. We have 1, 2, and 3. So we don't have enough to block all of those guys. So one of those guys are coming free. And, they get to Tua quick. So let's look at this one from this. Damn, they didn't even show it from that view. I wanted to see the guy view on that one. Let's look at it one more time just to see. Come on, go back. And when we look at the routes, it's a comeback route. Ooh, the middle of the field. Middle of the field. Oh, man. That's tough. That middle of the field is open. He's got to get that one to Waddle, I think. I think that's Waddle or Tyreek. That's Tyreek. And Tyreek's on. Don't think Tyreek ain't on to an ass about getting him the ball. And he should be. And I think he was probably a little animated on that one too. Like, bro, give me the ball. What are you doing? Like, who are you looking at? Like, if Tyreek catches a ball in this window, shit, it might be 6. It might be 6. Right? I mean, he gets the ball in that window with that type of space. Look at that window. It's a huge window between the number 40 and the hash right there. He puts that ball right there for Tyreek. Man. And this is what they're watching in film. And, this is what we'll be able to use against, against San Diego or LA, when we play them this week on Sunday night. Prime time, baby. So Tyreek is like, bro, what are you looking at? I get it too. He got hands up like, what? What the hell is going on? Like, bro, I'm open. Pass me the ball. Play action. And Tyreek has 2 guys, bracketing him in that time. Look at that. So they're bracketing Tyreek here. Flat is open. That's what Tyreek does. Flat's open. And then this guy's open too. He's in a window. He gets it to him. It's a good play. Tua off platform. He's just got to be able to make these throws a little bit easier. Like step up and then make the throw. Let me see what the protection was doing. Protection seems to be pretty good. They struggle. Look, they struggle with Bosa. Look at Bosa. So Bosa beats Smythe, right? Then he beats Ingle. And they're like double teaming the guy basically at this point. They're like, yo, you ain't going nowhere. But still, these linebackers are in really good drops. Look at the linebackers. Look at Fred Warner. Really good drop. Just trying to make it tough on the throw. And he does. Like, he's almost there. I wish we had some linebackers like this. we'd be a problem, boy. If our linebacker unit was like that, oh my gosh. Who else? This was like, so a dig for Tyreek. Here we go. Man. And let's look at the line of scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage is at the 40-yard line. They read its pass. So they're in their drops. Fred Warner is on basically the 55, 45, the other 45, opposite 45, right? And making it difficult to make this throw in this window. Because like the only way you could really make this throw and get it to Tyreek without trying to go over a linebacker is to put it out here somewhere. Like put it on the other side of the field. Like not anywhere in the middle, but put it in a window like over here between the 30 and the 40. Like that's the only way you could really put that in a window. And that's what I'd like to see more of that. I feel like they have a really big thing on timing and hitting guys when they're coming out of their breaks. And that's a tough one. Like, that's a tough one. I feel like it hit Tyreek's in the hands. I feel like he should have caught it, but it's a tough ball to catch. It's high. I get it. Ooh. He got punished on that one. Let's check out this protection. And that's Bosa stunt. It looks like he's going to come right up the middle. Oh, my gosh. He's just so fluid when it comes to, like, rushing the passer, too. So when we slow it down, look at me. So what should happen here, right? And this is just tough. This is tough to defend, period. Because what this guy is taught to do is to take the center and the guard with him. When he takes the center and the guard with him, it's going to give Bosa a free rush every single time right down the middle. Now, at this point, Connor Williams should be coming off. He should be seeing that, and he should be coming off. But he's locked onto a guy. So it's like, how can I block both? I would almost have to, like, basically push the guy that I'm on into Bosa in order to keep that from happening, keep the sack from happening. And he tries to come off late. You see him try to come off late, but at that point, it's just it's too late at that point. He's already on the quarterback. And then the right tackle's getting punished too. And that's why we went and got a tackle, because, bro, it's like you need experience. When you're getting late into the season, you need guys who have played the position, who've played it for a long time, and who've played it at a high level. And that's why we went and got Eric Fisher, because when it comes playoff time and these guys is really buzzing off the edge, you need dudes who can hold up. And if you can't hold up, you're just gonna lose the game. And that it just is what it is, unless you got some sort of miracle that's happening, outside of that. It's just you're gonna get punished, man. And that's just the San Francisco 49ers just dominating up front. Just dominate, man. They're good. They're good. I can say they're a good football team. The best we've seen all year. I think, honestly, they played a better game than Buffalo played us. I think they're a better football team than Buffalo. I do. They're going to struggle at the quarterback position now with Jimmy G, but their defense, bro, come on. Their defense is like that. I can't even hate. And I don't even like these dudes. But their linebackers and D linemen, problem. And they got Tua running for his life. And he's still making some throws. Like when we look at this pressure here, and this is the shit that bothers me right here. I hope they show this in the guide view. Hold on. Because we just look like a fucking Chinese fire drill in the backfield. And Tua still gets his ball off and makes the play. Tyreek makes a hell of a catch. Here we go. Check this shit out right here. So this is the shit that bothers me with what they're doing, right? It seems like nobody knows where the fuck they need to be going, right? Like, figure this out. Like, in this, you shouldn't be figuring this out on the run. What the hell is going on? And let me rewind this back. What is going on? So we got Connor Williams pulling. We got Ingo coming towards Connor Williams. We got the right tackle pulling. They're going to hit each other in the backfield. And when they hit each other, that means nobody's on this guy here, blocking him. It's like, bro, what are y'all doing? Like, this shit is chaos, bro. It's freaking chaos in the backfield. Like, who's messing up? Ingo, are you messing up? It looks like you're messing up, Ingo. Damn it, man. You going the wrong way, dude. You getting somebody killed. What are you doing? Looks like a Chinese fire drill in the backfield. The center running over the fullback, the right tackle tripping all over the ground. Like, what the hell are y'all doing, bro? These motherfuckers, well, figure it out, McDaniels. Stop doing all that pulling shit if you can't execute it. Just freaking block. Have him to get in a kick step, because that's not it. Running into your fullback and then your tackle tripping over your center. That's not a good look. Looks bad. Looks like you haven't practiced, man. Looks like you aren't prepared. Oh my gosh. Hit him, Tua. Hit him in the hands. Hit him. You have nobody in your face, dude. You have nobody in your face. What are you worried about? This is the one play you don't have nobody in your damn face. It's an easy out route. Hit him right now. What are you looking for? You have Tyreek right there wide open. Get the ball down and hit him in the hands. That shit was dumb, bro. There's no excuse for this type of play. There's no excuse for this. You're a professional quarterback. My son can get out there and make that pass. And stop trying to trick every damn body. Like, bro, you're not tricking nobody. At this point, with your eyes, Tua, you're not tricking nobody. Stop looking around. Just look to the guy who has get your feet set. That's not getting your feet set. And throw the ball. Run towards the line of scrimmage at some point. Get out, get deep, then run towards the line of scrimmage at this angle, at a 45-degree angle, and make the throw. Run into the throw. It's an easy pitch and catch. Easy pitch and catch, dude. What are you doing? It's inexcusable. You look like shit. Play action. Great. I love the play call here. Damn. Love the play call. Can we just execute on one? Yes, we execute on it. Wow. Everybody's going this direction. Everybody's O-line's going there. Linebackers are caught. Execute that underneath. Nice. That should be how easy these throws come for him. That should be an easy pitch and catch. Easy every day. These should be money. 10 out of 10. You should be 10 out of 10 on those. This is the same play we scored on in the first half, but now we just have a fullback in instead. He's at an up back instead of being in a back formation back here, like the two back formation. So same play we scored on. Waddle's going outside. Not Waddle going outside, but Waddle's going inside, and you have Tyreek coming to the outside. This is the thing too. I don't like what Tyreek does on this, and I don't know if Mike McDaniels is telling him to do this. I just don't like it, right, bro? And these are This is the little attention to detail that I talk about in terms of football, right? Like, why the fuck, Tyreek, are you looking in the backfield at this point, bro? You are 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. Why are you looking in the backfield, Tyreek? What is your routes? Is it like a option route? What the hell is it? Like, because I'm trying to figure it out. Like, you've done this like 2 or 3 times. I get it. Maybe it's a read route or whatever. But at some point, McDaniels has got to say, hey, on this one, just put your head down and run. And run and beat the safety and beat the guy over you and go get a touchdown. This is what I don't understand about this play. He never really just puts his head down and runs. Like, I want to see, like, we're not paying this guy $30 million to catch back shoulder go routes up the sideline. Bro, put your head down and freaking run past this dude right now. If I don't think you guys realize how fast Tyreek is. If he just decided to run, and let's say Tua had 1 more second to throw the ball, it would be a touchdown. There's no way this guy on the 50-yard line, flat-footed, is going to catch Tyreek in a foot race at an angle going straight up the field. I don't even know why Tyreek is looking back at this point, because it makes this corner understand that, hey, I could play soft, and I understand that he's not going to run past me because he's worried about catching the ball, and he's probably worried about Waddle catching the ball. So Waddle's catching the ball, and Tyreek is still just kind of watching him like play football. Bro, you got to run somebody off. You got to be out down here. Let's say you do run hard, Tyreek. Let's say, and you may be tired at this point. I don't know. Let's say you do run hard and these safeties think you are getting the football. For a second, they think you're getting the football. They're going to go with you, and then it's going to open things up for Waddle. So that's why it's important for him to just take off and run instead of watching a football game. Tyreek, if you want to watch the football game, we can actually get you some popcorn and you can watch in the stands, bro. You can watch in the stands if that's what you want to do. But that's not getting it done. Like, and like when I coach guys, you have to look at stuff like this. You have to pay attention to the details. This stuff it's got to be taught, because if you don't tell guys about doing stuff like this, they get into the habit of it, and then it just becomes second nature, and they just keep doing it. Like, Tua's got to get to the point where, hey, I'm comfortable. I can take my time. I want to take a shot to Tyreek. Run your ass down the field. Like, at some point, we got to stretch the defense. And I like the underneath stuff, but McDaniels got to take more shots, man. I'm sorry. Especially if you're going to throw the ball 30 times, bro. If you're going to throw the ball 30 times, bro, let that – you got to at least take 3 to 4 shots a game down the field. Like, you see, when we take them, we're pretty successful. Take them down. Take the shots, bro. Like, what are you waiting for? Take the shots down the damn field. Like, right here, Tyreek should be running a freaking go route. He should have his head down, and he should be running as fast as he can. Tua should not be looking at this damn slant. He should be looking at the slant with the understanding that, hey, I'm about to go to Tyreek down the field. Like, he should be pumping to this slant, and then he should be taking Tyreek for the touchdown. That's what we should be doing. But we're just so focused on this damn slant. It's like, bro, your layers have got to be, they got to test the defense. If the layers to the play aren't stretching the defense and testing the defense, there's no point in doing all of this motion and shit. You got to be able to go deep on some of these plays and test this defense out. You got to stretch Tua's arm out. You do. Because it's just not these little slants and stuff. It's cool sometimes. In a game like this, one play could break the whole game open. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. One play. So at some point, you got to take these shots and break it open, dude. You can't be afraid to let it go. Tua's a big boy. He can take it. I'm off my soapbox. I'm off it. So this is actually some decent blocking by Engel. I think that's Engel. Comes across the formation. It's either Engel or Smythe. I think that's Smythe. Y'all see that Giuseppe's barely getting reps now, right? We should have traded, buddy. He's barely getting reps because he can't block. He can't do this, so he barely gets reps. This is Smythe going across the formation to block Bosa. He's actually holding up pretty good. Gets the ball to Tyreek. Good play. Pass protection's good. Bang. My gosh. That's not hard, guys. That's not even that's not a hard throw for Tua. Tua's done that all his life. Just let her rip. Look at where the safety is. And let's look at it. Let's look at where the safety is pre-play, right? And this is how you know they haven't been tested all game. Because they're just slowly creeping back. They don't even think Tyreek is fast enough to get behind him because they haven't seen it happen yet. And I think this is the third quarter. Fourth quarter? It's like, damn, bro, like, take some shots down the field. Why do you have so much respect for these safeties? Here we go. The play's coming up. I don't understand why we don't do this a little bit more often, especially if you're going to get into a game where you want to throw it 30 times, McDaniels, and you don't want to run the ball. You want to run it 8 times and you want to throw it 30 times, but you want to throw it underneath 30 times. Bro, take some damn shots, bro. Let her rip. Look at this. Look at where the safety is. He's even with Tyreek right now. The corner's behind him, and the corner don't stand a chance. Tua could throw the ball to the opposite 10-yard line. He could throw the ball to the 10-yard line right here, right now, and Tyreek would still go get it. That's how fast he is. Just throw the ball up and let him run it down. Like, this isn't hard to do, guys. Throw the ball up and let him run it down. He throws it right at the referee. Bang. Touchdown. We got to do that more often. We can't be afraid to take shots. We can't be afraid to. And McDaniels, I hope you're watching this, man. Don't be afraid to take shots. Tua hasn't thrown any picks down the field all season. I want to see it. Throw a pick down the field. My gosh. That was too easy. That was like stealing candy from a baby. And we wait till the third quarter to do it. It's like, come on, man. All right, here we go. So tight end coming across the formation, faking like he's going to block the end, right? These defensive ends should be crushing these tight ends, but they don't touch them. They kind of get out the way. He makes a catch. The linebackers are good. Linebackers are there. Oh, this was a good ball. Now, guys, we talk about how bad Tua was, but damn, he made some good throws in this game. And he looked like, he settled in at some point, but there were still times where he was a little rattled. It's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's a really good throw. Like, that's on the 15-yard line, catches it on 35. It's on a rope, 20-yard throw on a rope. Good play by Sherfield. Protection solid. They're sending 4. Protection's good. Yep. Good play, good throw, good catch. Oh, this was the play. So this is the 4th and 1 play. On your own 20-yard line. This is ballsy. Ballsy. But check this out. On the road, you're down. You feel good about your offense. Your defense ain't stopping a damn soul. I mean, they're going to get points every time on us, right? Whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. This is the previous play. All right, here we go. So this is the 4th down play. You got a tight end in line. You got 2 backs in goal, and I think that's Jeff Wilson, Tyreek, and man, this is double tight. Yeah, Jasecki right here. Oh shit, Jasecki with the head catch. All right. So Tyreek catches that one. So it's a ballsy call. You're on the road. You don't feel like you're gonna win. It's a good play. So here, and he could have hit in goal too. Yeah, that's tough. Good play. See, this is what I'm talking about too. Who's the motion guy this time? Cedric Wilson Jr., motion guy. And we throw it there a lot. I get it. That's where he feels like the void is. Look, he feels like so Mike McDaniels is thinking when I play action to this running back and he comes across the formation coming this way, the linebackers are going to shift towards the middle. That's going to create a void for this guy to catch that seam pass right in the window, right? At some point, I'd like to see him fake the pass in the window and then have Tyreek or one of those guys run down and just catch a touchdown. It is a touchdown every time if they just throw it there and if Tyreek is running there. Cedric Wilson Jr. is not going to be a touchdown. But if Waddle or Tyreek is running that wheel route there and they act like they're throwing this slant and throw this damn wheel route, it's a touchdown. What these safeties haven't shown you they could be behind anything all game. They haven't shown you they could be behind anything all game. So I'm not sure where Mike McDaniel's respect for these safeties come from, but they haven't shown it. So this could easily be touchdowns, but instead we're just taking these little 10-yard. And once you hit them once on it, they'll back up, but you got to take a shot. You got to take the shots. I like this, getting the ball to Tyreek quick and just letting him run. Like, we should have saw a lot of this in the first half. We should have saw a lot of this getting Tyreek involved in the first half. We should have saw a lot of these play actions, stretch zone stuff, toss stuff. We should have saw a lot of this in the first half. If we ran the ball a little bit better, we would have been in a much better position. If we ran the ball more, we would have killed this team. Not like killed them, but like offensively, we would have scored a lot more points. Batted ball. D-line was causing a little bit of havoc. I think the whole O-line, they held up pretty good for the most part. I mean, Bosa's going to get you at least 2 to 3 times a game either way. And this is the Jasecki pass. Let's see is anybody else open on this? Nah, I'll stop doing that. It's rough. Yeah. I mean, look, only thing I see right now is running back flat. and nobody's kind of looking that way. But if you get him the ball, you got a better shot. Or could be maybe across the middle, maybe over the middle, Sherfield. Maybe, possibly. Guys, this video is almost over too, so so yeah. I don't like passing the ball to Jaceki right there. He hasn't done anything all game. So man, this dude gets folded up on this play. I don't know who he's throwing the ball to. You really couldn't tell, but he had some guys open in the middle of the field. Just pressure was in his face. See the protection. Bam. Smythe, what are you doing, man? Look at Smythe. Oh my gosh. So Smythe then jumps in a route. Left guard is doing probably the best he can to his steps up. And oh, who is that? That's the right tackle. Come on, right tackle. Keep playing, man. Keep playing. And then he just gets blown past. Tua gets mashed. He gets hit by let me see this real quick. So he gets hit by Bosa and he gets hit by 56. Ugh, folded up. Nasty. That was the nail in the coffin right there. Man, we had a shot, guys. We really did have a shot. I'm going to drop the link for a little bit. We're going to talk about it for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I got to roll. But come up, man. Drop the link. Yeah, so we saw what we did well. We saw what we struggled with. Tua did some good things in the game. He did some bad things. He was a little bit off on some of these throws. A little high, a little low. Off platform, he struggled. Making those throws in the flat where he's running out. He's got to work on his sprint out stuff. His sprint out stuff has just got to become automatic. That's where it needs to be. It just isn't there. And I put the link in the chat for you guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody in the room, really. Appreciate you guys coming up. Hit the like for me, please. Help me get to 1,000. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Ron Levy. Ron, what's good with you? How you doing, man?
What's up, CB? How you doing, man?
Good. CT, what's going on with you?
What's up? How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good. How'd you guys feel about the game? And I'll start with you, Ron. How'd you kind of feel about the game? What's your take on it? And what do you think will be going out this week?
I think the coaching staff was too stubborn. They didn't want to alleviate from the game plan. It looks like when Tua wasn't on point, and he made some good throws, but you could tell he was off. They need to help.
Yeah.
They need to run the ball. 8 times run the ball is not going to cut it, especially against that defensive front. If you watch the play action, the RPOs, the linebackers weren't even following the running back.
They weren't because they knew he wasn't getting it.
No threat. Yep.
Yeah, they knew he wasn't getting it, and that's something that I talk about. Good offensive coordinators use the entire field, right?
Yep.
So if you're using the entire field, you got to run the ball. Like that's part of it. Like you got to make them think that he's going to get the ball every now and then, or they're just not going to respect it. And when they stop respecting something, then that's when they've kind of keyed in on you. They locked in.
And that's what gave the linebackers the ability to get those deeper drops, take away the passing lanes. And when they ran the ball against Cleveland, right, at Myles Garrett and Clowney, they didn't have any answer for that as far as rushing the passer. They didn't even get close to it. So
yeah.
Why they have the same type of game plan to run the ball right at these guys?
I think, with having two offensive linemen in there who weren't really experienced, and that's honestly, I think that's why they went and got Eric Fisher. It's like, man, we can't afford to have these second string guys like coming in and trying to make plays. It's unfair to them, right? Because they're really not starters in the NFL.
That line did not play poorly.
No, they didn't play. They didn't play poorly, and I think Mike.
They're head and shoulders above last year's line. So,
head and shoulders. Yeah, you're right.
I don't see what the fear was to let these guys try and run the ball, and get them off their spots.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. You got to take, and I think you take some of the pressure off of the offensive line.
Absolutely.
In the passing game, if you run the ball a little bit more, like if you run the ball a little bit more, Bosa is a little bit slower. He's going to be a little bit more of a thinker.
Absolutely.
And he wasn't a thinker in that game. He was just playing loose. Man, I have much more respect for Bosa after watching that game, because Mike McDaniels literally tried to throw everything at him, and he still was making plays despite everything we threw at him. Yeah. But CT, what do you got? What do you think, man?
Like I said yesterday, I think a lot of it comes down to Tua had an off game. He normally makes these pretty easy throws, but again, it was a shit show across the board. Our defense, we couldn't tackle to save our lives again, and we had many opportunities on third downs. Cater Kohu had a guy 7 yards behind the line. Landon Roberts had a guy 5 or 6 yards behind the line, and then we had Debo like 15 yards behind the line, and he still fucking found a way to get away from 5 guys. It's just ridiculous. Our offensive line now, and we were bringing up. I was in the chat bringing up the stunt thing of. It's just ironic. This entire game we got our ass whooped on stunts, but every time Armstead is in there, they communicate with each other and they don't get beat on stunts. They did at the beginning of the year, and then they kind of caught themselves. And now we're right back to freaking giving up free rushing lanes up the middle.
Yeah.
We got, here's the thing. I made the joke last night on Big Philly shows. How in the fuck is it that the only fucking person we're not bitching about this game is Danny Crossman? For once, the special teams actually had a good fucking game.
Yeah, they were decent. I mean, they didn't give up.
Team that just didn't want to play.
Yeah, man, and I honestly, it was a rough outing, and I think Mike McDaniels put us into a situation where Tua had to make a bunch of throws, and like I said it earlier in the show, I don't think he's the best quarterback when he's throwing 30 plus times in a game. I think he's a better quarterback when you're running and you're more balanced. I mean, it just takes more pressure off of what he's doing. We're more effective everywhere if that's the case, man. Everywhere. Let me go ahead and get Alex in here. Alex, what's going on with you, man?
Hey, CB, how you doing, man? What's up, CT? What's up?
Doing good, man. How you feel about the game, man?
Oh, man. Man, I tell you, I was frustrated, watching that game Sunday, and my wife got scared because of how loud I was yelling at the TV.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, she got scared. I was scared my kids too.
Yeah, man. I mean,
yeah, man. It was
frustrating. It was frustrating, and honestly, I think so. Tua didn't play well, right? He was off a little bit.
He did.
And then the defense couldn't get off the field. It's like, damn, we couldn't catch a break. And then, guys, when we had the opportunity to make plays and the ball would hit, like on the wheel route to Jeff Wilson, I'm thinking like, man, make the play. Like, bro, if you make the play,
that's a touchdown.
Bro, it's a touchdown. Like, and then we had a drop to Waddle on the third down, and where we could keep the chains moving. I think as a team, this was just like a team loss all around. I think the defense just couldn't get off the field. They couldn't, and Bro, they ran the ball like 30-something times at us, just running it downhill. I thought they were gonna run McCaffrey into the ground.
Yep.
I really thought they were gonna run him
I
into
tell
the
you,
ground.
I tell you one thing though, CB is two things. First off, the first interception. I don't know what the hell Jeff Wilson was doing. I really don't know what in the world he was doing.
I
Right
think
there, I'm yelling at him. I'm like, bro,
you're talking about
doing?
you're talking about where he didn't catch the ball, right? It hit him in the hands.
On the first, when he went to like dive at the defender.
First interception.
Oh, you're talking about diving at the
first interception.
You're talking about passing.
I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, he struggled.
Turn him around.
He struggled
he struggled big time.
He struggled yesterday. Even in the pass blocking, he struggled. So yeah, man, pass blocking, he struggled.
They all did.
Everybody played. Everybody made plays that contributed to the loss for sure.
Yeah,
everybody made plays.
Put on the line. The line did play
definitely. And
you say that again.
I said I'm not putting it on the offensive line. They played good enough to win that game.
Yeah, I think they played.
Yeah, they played well.
They played well, and this is honestly.
Moses gonna get he's a Pro Bowler, but other than that, they weren't. He wasn't under duress all day.
I give the line a B minus. I give the line a B minus.
I think I think a B minus C plus in that realm. I think when you look at the tackles, they struggled at times. Bosa had a good game, guys. I mean, whether you want to say the offensive line played well or not, like Bosa had a pretty good game, and some of their other guys were pretty dominant too. But it's hard for me to say the O line played
effect right now.
With what?
Do you see a? I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. I apologize, man.
No, you're good. You're good.
There's a domino effect that's really starting to piss me off. The fact that one bad freaking game this kid has, and it's like all hell's breaking loose. The sky is falling.
Yeah. Come on, hey, we knew. Come on, hey, Alex. But Alex, guys,
and it's pissing me off, bro.
But you got to understand that's part of this. That's part of this community, guys.
And it's only Tua. It's only Tua.
But that's gonna.
Tua.
Bro,
that's the nature of what we're dealing with, man, in our fan base. But I don't even I don't entertain that stuff. I understand quarterbacks have bad games, right? When we look at Brady last night on Monday night, was he a great all game? No, he wasn't great all game.
No.
Did he have great moments? He had great moments where he made plays. And I think Tua was kind of in the same position. He made plays in moments, and he made plays that contributed to the loss at moments. It's just some of those plays he could have, like the plays in the flat where he was sprinting out and he had guys wide open. You got to make throws like that. Like those pitch and catch throws where they're easy. He's on the run. There's no duress. You got to make those. And he just didn't look comfortable. I don't know what. He didn't look locked in to me. Like he looked a little happy feet. Like he was worried. He got back to where he was. He got back to where he was when when last year when he was getting hit all the time. I felt like that's what he looked like last year. He looked like he had the happy feet. Like he couldn't get his feet set. His mechanics were bad. All of that stuff, man. All of that stuff. Canes, what's good with you, man? How you feeling?
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
What's up, everybody?
How you doing, bud?
Yeah, man.
Canes, how you feel about the game, man? Let me get your take on it real quick.
Man, I thought we were gonna win, and up until the third, fourth quarter, I was like, are you kidding me?"
Yeah, bro. And guys, even with the 4 turnovers, we still were in position to win that game. Like that's what kind of bothers me about it. But that's also what doesn't bother me about it is that even with all the shit that went on, all the chaos that went on throughout the game, we still were in position to win it. So,
exactly. And I've never seen. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but I've never seen 2 calls get overturned on one drive.
Oh,
I don't think I've never seen. And
so they
worse.
How about the phantom holding
the
call?
Sherfield pass.
Run.
Hold on. Yes, exactly. That too, Ron. The Sherfield call, and I'm screaming at the TV. I'm like, yo, get out of the way, ref. Get the heck out of the way. Like he's under center, like blocking them from snapping the ball in a hurry up offense. Like, bro, get the hell out of the way, bro. Like, what are you doing?
The calls in the game, the overturns on those passes, man. Like, if you call a complete pass and it's close, right? It's very close. Don't they usually keep it?
Yeah, there's got to be.
And then one catch by Makasiki, man, got overturned. I'm like, what the hell, really?
Like, I can understand that one, but the other one was like, damn, bro, he had his hand underneath the ball. Like, what else can he do, bro?
Like, that's like what I'm saying. The ground can't cause a fumble.
Hey, the worst call of the game was the holding call on Hunt, though. You're right, Ron.
Oh, that was horrible.
That was the
God.
It changed the whole complexion of the game because we're first and goal, first and 10.
That was an intercept. That he Tua threw. That's when Tua threw the pick on the next play.
Yeah, the next play.
And that's when Jeff Wilson. That's when Jeff Wilson died. I don't know what he was doing. Like,
instead of going,
bro,
that was first and 25 back in the 35.
Bro, that was the worst call of the game. Yep. First of all, the biggest run of the game, and they call a phantom holding call. And then didn't they call the tripping call on Melvin Gordon?
Yes, they did. Yep.
Yes, it did on Melvin Gordon.
Bro.
Yeah, and also the pass
fix was in Niners.
On Howard.
The fix was in Niners.
The pass interference on Howard and the pass interference on Cole.
Oh yeah, bro. They didn't give us no love on the West Coast yesterday. We got no love at all, bro. I don't even, bro. Did San Francisco get any penalties?
Yeah, they had
they got a couple.
Roughing the passer penalty on Tua.
They got a couple.
Bosa got a roughing the passer.
Yeah, they got a roughing the passer.
So Bosa got the roughing the passer early.
Yeah.
But man, hey,
and there was also a false start on the offense a couple times.
That was a rough game as far as officiating.
Still could have won it though, man.
Exactly, bro. It was just tough. T. Barry, what's good, man?
You already know I'm back in this thing, bro. Much love, boy.
Hey, what's good with you,
bro?
What's going on, Panda? How y'all doing, man?
I'm all right.
T. Barry, how you feel about the game, man?
Bro, you know I'm gonna get right into it. You feel me? Listen. I know a lot of business, right? I know you feel me? So I'm ready for the debate too, because I'm up there on this point of view. Right, a lot of people see 33 points. Right, they like, oh man, they whooped us, and guess what? They did beat us. I don't got no excuses. To a poor play led to that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It was a 6-point game in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes left.
Exactly. So let me finish. Right, to a poor play led to giving the media and everybody a reason to say, oh, we got whooped. But in reality, man, that game was damn near to the wire, bro.
Yeah.
Like even like when they kicked that field goal at 26, that's when the game was over. But
when we didn't convert the fourth down with Gesicki, that's when the game was over.
You can say that because that's what led to them getting the 3 points. Yep. You know what I mean? They got 3 points after that.
So terrible.
That's when the game was over. But check it, right? I told y'all before I was on Bro Podcast CB83 and with the Phins tailgate. I told y'all, bro, that shit was gonna be a defensive game, bro. And I know when you see anything over 40, you like, nah, there wasn't no defensive game. But it really was. That shit was. It was like this right here, right? I'm gonna say this and let y'all go. Look. If Tua complete a couple more passes, bro, I swear to God, you can flip
it's a different game
and add 7 more points.
It's a different game.
Yeah.
And if we don't give their third string quarterback all day to throw the ball, it's a different game too. Gosh. I can't believe we didn't just pressure this guy all game long. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like honestly, at that point, right? when what's his name comes in the game, the little Brocky or whatever his name is, bro.
Yeah,
that's
Brock
when
Purdy.
you go. That's when you go Lamar Jackson cover
That's what I'm
zero
saying, yeah.
and start amoeba and shit, bro. That's when you just throw a different look at them and say, "Hey, we about to bring the safeties. We bringing everybody. We about to make you play today."
You don't have to
I
bring them.
disagree
As long as you
to
show
a
it,
degree
you don't have to
because
bring it.
I disagree with that because when you looked at it, we actually did play a lot of cover zero in that game in the first
No,
half.
but it wasn't. But it wasn't with pressure though. CT. It was just cover zero, and it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna pressure him. It was like it wasn't in your face pressure. It was like
Yeah,
late
it was.
pressure.
We had fucking 8, 9 guys lined up on the line of scrimmage. The problem is just like Lamar Jackson said at the beginning of this year, just like Goff said in Detroit, bro, teams were prepared for that zero blitz this year. Whether you wanted to do amoeba and they were moving people around, it's still the same concept, except
But
you don't know where it's coming from.
But they don't know.
You're right. But our corner X X is not playing good football. Let's be real about it. He's playing okay football.
Did X get beat? Did X get beat at any point though, bro?
He got beat.
Not to cut you off, but did he get beat yesterday?
He got beat yesterday on the 3rd and long to Ayuk across the field. It was
Okay.
It was 3rd and long. Hey, look, it's 3rd and long. We go cover zero, and Ayuk runs a drag route across the field. He catches the ball and beats X. X is stumbling all over the field. We can go back and watch the film. He's stumbling all over the field, and he gets the first down. So yeah, there were times where X got beat, but it's like, bro, I don't think we don't have the confidence in our corners. We don't.
That's the thing is our corners on that zero blitz yesterday took turns getting beat. Every fucking one of them got beat. Kohu got beat on an inside slant.
But you know what it is though? I think we aren't pressing up. Like if you press, look, if you press up and you get in their face, it's a different story when it comes to the cover zero blitz. But if you stay back and you let them kind of run routes, and bro, of course they're gonna beat your ass. Like you're giving them a one-way go.
Facts.
It's like you gotta get up on the line of scrimmage and press them when you're doing that cover zero. You're gonna sit back.
We started off doing that. The problem is we kept getting beat. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna bring the pressure, but I'm gonna give the cornerback some cushion because every time we play on the line, they're getting fucking beat.
The problem is we miss Sanders more than we miss Byron Jones.
And then when that didn't fucking work, my bad, Ron, real quick. When that didn't fucking work, what happened? We came out in the second half and we didn't run cover zero the rest of the fucking game.
Hey, Ron, go ahead, finish. I want to hear what Ron was about to say because I got
go ahead, Ron.
What I was going to say was we're missing Sanders. I think more than we missed Byron Jones. Sanders was our best blitzing safety, and him and Hollins on the line. They never knew which one was coming, which one was dropping out. So especially with a guy who's third string who hasn't played any football. It's not just the pressure; it's the threat of the pressure. It's the unknown of who's coming, who's not coming. That's the whole key to the defense. It's not just
I know,
it's confusing.
And that's the thing.
Who hasn't played football long,
exactly. But we don't run like the amoeba right now. We just kind of get in the gap and just go. Like we don't line up to the point where we're just walking around, like not showing where we're going, not showing which gap we're going in. We're not doing that like we did last year.
Remember the Saints game last year when we faced the rookie quarterback?
Yeah. We were going at him.
That's the game plan we should have run against this kid as soon as Garoppolo.
I think this defense is just they're operating under a bend but don't break, like. And I hate that shit. I don't like the bend but don't break mentality because I feel like when you just get beat to sleep, and that's exactly what they did yesterday. They just beat us.
On offense, we want to dictate on defense, and we're not dictating on defense like we did.
Hey, Ron, let me jump in here right fast. Check it, right? I know this is gonna be an unpopular opinion, right? But anybody starting to feel like, and before y'all jump down my throat, yes, he made some clutch tackles. But anybody starting to feel like we anointed Javon Holland a little bit too early because, like, I feel like sometimes, like, 2 passes yesterday in the middle of the field and on a touchdown that was scored by number 44 there, the fullback.
The fullback.
Javon Holland was responsible for all 3 of them plays, dog.
I feel like a lot of times he'd be out of position, bro. Like
Facts.
I don't know
Yeah, he'd be getting beat way too much.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it's Boyer's fault or his fault, but I feel like they got to figure out what they're gonna do with him, man, because it just seems like he's back there really not, and he really doesn't have a command on where he needs to be or where the ball is gonna be at all, bro.
I'm telling you what it is.
Like,
they miss Sanders more than they miss Byron Jones.
You mean Brandon Jones? You mean
he's talking about Brandon Jones? He keeps saying Sanders, but he's talking about Brandon
Jones.
My bad. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Brandon Jones.
He ain't helping stop the run. He's a thumper, coming downhill, and he let by him being there, he let Javon be a free safety and be a ball hawk. And now with him, Javon can't play.
I agree with that.
And I think we miss Needham a lot more than people think, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nick Needham was a dude in our defense, bro, and I feel like he was the one that kind of kept his shit together for some reason, bro.
Yeah,
like,
and go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Same thing about Jones, though. You feel me? Like Jones,
yeah, but also Byron and Needham, because Needham was such a lockdown slot corner that, again, Javon was allowed to just sit in the middle of the fucking field, wait for receivers to make a fucking catch and light their asses up. If not, he just sits back there and chases the ball. The thing is they can't put X on a fucking island anymore because I'm sorry, but I think that growing injuries has
yeah. Hey, did you see when he was tripping all over the place? I thought he was about to come out of the game because I thought his groin was done. He was literally stumbling all over the field, bro.
It's too bad he didn't have an interception already because he should have intercepted the one he did. He pushed his 30 yards catching that ball.
Yep, it did.
But again,
but we gotta talk about defensive play calling in its totality as well, because we've already brought up, like CB had said, we're playing cover one, or even if we bring only 5 guys, you just got a 1 extra guy blitz. You can't fucking give him that much goddamn cushion, because what is the fucking young quarterback want to do? He wants to take check down. He wants to fucking hit the underneath shit.
Quick,
it's like,
quick.
Bro, we were fucking giving it to him all game.
And
the thing is,
every play,
they tried to adjust after halftime. I think Boyer at least tried and got, at least I'm not going to run the cover 0 anymore.
Yeah, and he failed.
But we were still continuing to give them what he fucking primarily wanted.
But see, my thing is who on San Francisco's offense, receiver wise, were we afraid of, or should we have been afraid of?
Nobody.
Like who over there is really balling, bro? Like, let's be real about it, bro.
Here's the problem was too. We try to get pressure from the outside. They have 2 of the best tackles. We should have tried to generate pressure up the middle where they're a little softer. We should have been bringing Jerome Breaker and them damn linebackers every play because they weren't doing shit in coverage. We should have been bringing them motherfuckers every play, bro.
Exactly.
Like we were scared or something.
Bro, sitting back and taking it, bro. And what really bothered me was that 4th down play where they watched the quarterback get the 4th down.
All 3 of them fucking Baker, Rowe.
Baker, Rowe, Roberts just sitting there looking at the damn pile.
They're sitting there chit-chatting with each other, giving each other smiles in the 4th down.
Bro, I'm like, what the
turnover sign? Yo, bro, go fucking tackle his ass.
Bro, that shit was a stop. Christian Wilkins and Tyler did their job, and then these fucking slapdicks at the second level are sitting there watching the pile get pushed.
It's just like fucking when Landon Roberts and Ingram had that fucking guy, their running back.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, he's fucking 5-6 yards behind the line of scrimmage, right?
That was Deebo Samuel. Escaped 4 people.
He gives him a juke step and he fucking goes inside. And then we're like, oh look, there's Roberts. Yay, Roberts is gonna make a tackle. And he dives at his fucking feet. The guy steps over him and runs for 14 yards. You're like, what are you fucking doing?
Hey, and our defense. Did you see San Fran's defense compared to our defense? The way they were flying around.
They tackle, man.
Yeah,
Bro. It's just it's a different animal. Their linebackers are the tone setters. They bring that shit every play. Hey, wherever the ball is, the motherfucker's gonna be near the ball.
We don't understand. We don't seem to understand that CB83, bro.
We don't
fucking draft linebackers to save our life, bro. Not no top-notch one. And when we had a chance to get Roquan, we ain't get him. That was the stupidest move, bro. That was the dumbest move this year. Not getting that dude for what he went for. Man,
like, bro, they bought him for a fucking burger, fries, and a Coke, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
What are we fucking doing,
bro? And honestly, Roquan would have been a much better addition than Chubb in the defense.
I don't know about that because, to be fair, we have not given up a lot of yards to running backs.
We wasn't doing that before we got Chubb. Before we got Chubb, we didn't give up no yards to running backs.
I know that, but Chubb has helped with the pass.
Hey. We gave up 150 yards on the ground yesterday, man.
Yeah,
but we didn't give up 100 yards to a running back yet.
Not only that,
not recently.
Last week we gave up 88 yards. So no, they didn't get 100 yards, but we still got ran all over when they got 88 yards out of like 17, 18 carries.
Yeah,
teams are 4.2 yard per carry.
Yeah. Teams are averaging 3 yards a carry on us, at least.
Man, the secondary got to step up. You're right, CT, about that. Now, look, though, the secondary got to make tackles, too. It can't just be defensive line every fucking play.
I agree. Gator who missed the fucking tackle 7 yards.
How many tackles he missed all season, bro? I'm gonna be against y'all when y'all talk about my defense because, listen, bro, how many tackles did that dude miss all season?
He don't miss many.
One fucking tackle, bro. One.
He don't miss many. But in games like this, bro,
he tackle for loss. Most of the time, he gets stops.
But T-Berry, in games like this, they all count, especially when your offense ain't performing. You need somebody else to step up. And honestly, the defense couldn't carry the torch yesterday.
And you're absolutely right, because I told you before the game, I said this was going to be a defensive game.
We said that. You said that. Correct. So you said
ask you a question though.
Go ahead.
On that point, have we not had consistent tackling issue?
Yes. That's the linebackers.
Hell yeah.
Linebackers. And I agree. And the thing is, but then when it starts to translate where, okay, we're used to the linebackers sucking dick, right? But now we got our fucking cornerbacks missing shit too. And then you start to get overly frustrated when you're fucking, defensive coordinator is calling off coverage all game and just handing the fucking game to a fucking rookie quarterback that you should be owning right now.
Bro, y'all right, bro. I'm not even saying that.
I'm just floored.
Go ahead, CB. I'm after you. My bad, brother.
No, you good. I'm just really kind of floored by that shit. That this motherfucker Brock Purdy or whoever he is had the ability to come in and just manage the game, bro. And honestly, the game plan that Kyle Shanahan was running should have been kind of closer to what we were doing. Running the ball, passing the ball and play action when we needed to, and taking the shots. Like, bro, we didn't take a shot until like the third quarter. It's like, what the fuck is McDaniels thinking? Like, that shit came so easy when Tua threw that damn post route.
We did run that post route earlier in the game. The problem is Tua missed it.
Listen, bro.
When side of the field, he was looking to the left side of the field where he essentially was already going to throw the ball anyway.
And Tua's gotta when Tua has an opportunity to take these shots in the game, bro, he's got to start keying in on the shots because you're not gonna get many opportunities to hit deep in the NFL. But when you do get Reek running, streaking down the field, you better throw the fucking ball. I'm just tired of seeing him running past
the ball, bro. But he wasn't completing that shit, man.
No, I'm talking about deep shots. Deep shots.
It's going to soften the defense up. They got to respect the deep ball.
You gotta throw it down there.
We got to run and make them give us that opportunity, man. We had 8 carries. 8 carries.
That bothers me.
100% there, man. I'm the
that
first
bothers
one
me.
Ran the ball right at Boza. Armstead. That was my.
There's no excuse for running the ball 8 times in an NFL game. There's no excuse for it.
Too conservative, man.
Especially when you know. And the whole point is especially when you know that their strength of their defense is that linebacking fucking core. So why wouldn't you put them in conflict all fucking game instead of just letting them sit there? And you were talking about it when you were doing the breakdown. How in the fuck are they 10, 15 yards down the field in little fucking hook zones just waiting on the fucking crossers? And it's like, if I know the crossers are coming, do you not think that they know the crossers are coming?
Mike McDaniel said after the game that, he plans on getting better. He fucked up. He planned on getting better, and he want the players to do the same. I took that instantly as him looking at the sheet after the game because he know these statistics. He's been saying them during the game. So
he knows that
when he realized he didn't fucking run the ball a double-digit carries, like that's just ridiculous, bro. Period. And back to my point, which if the offense, right, I want y'all to look at the defense from this point. 2 4th downs, we can get short field for them to score. If the offense is not putting up points, your defense is going to look terrible. I don't give a damn. If you keep putting them on the field constantly, they're going to look trash, bro.
But see, all right, so T-Berry, this is my thing. This is my thing too, though. But T-Berry, the offense's job is to keep the ball going, to extend drives and score points, right?
Thanks.
The defense's job is to get off the fucking field.
Correct.
And we couldn't get off the field all night.
Or extend drives.
We just could not do it, bro. They literally ran down the field, and Finer Niner is a Niner fan. He's in here. They literally ran the ball down the field methodically all night. They had the time.
And they did that.
The time of possession. The time of possession was double.
That was my point earlier. I said in chat.
Bro, the referees are terrible.
Skewed so bad because
they called the tripping call on Melvin Ingram, and he was literally trying to just get off the tackle.
Hey, even Finer Niners was like, damn, that's a crazy call. And I was watching the game with Buddy, bro.
We're throwing the ball in every play, so we're not running clock. We go 3 and out. The defense has to come right back on the field again. They're not getting a breather. They're on the field much longer than 49ers defense. They're fresh, and all the more reason why we should have been running the ball. At least
we got to run the ball.
Man, we didn't complete a 3rd down, bro. 0 for 7.
0 for 7. Hey, and then we go 4th and 1. 4th and 1 on our 20-yard line to get that shit. Bro. 4th and 1 on your own 20-yard line, bro. I've never seen that ever in the NFL. McDaniels he has a disease, bro. I don't know what it is. Hey, bro is sick.
He's too conservative, man.
You said he's too conservative. Oh no, he's not too conservative, bro. That motherfucker go for everything, dog.
He's definitely not conservative.
Not conservative at all, bro. He need to run the ball a little bit more. That would be conservative, bro. He need to run the damn football, bro.
Hey, man, McDaniel, listen. McDaniel is starting to look at the media a little bit too much because I believe in Tua. Listen, right? I off the rip, I didn't want to draft Tua. Now, listen to me before y'all jump on me. I didn't want to draft Tua off the rip, right? Buddy did not do nothing but win games. With the circumstances around him, he didn't do nothing but win games. Okay, wins ain't a QB stat. We go into this year, the coach give him excellent confidence. I mean, Tua is playing undeniably good right now. He top 5 as far as performance this year. I don't care what nobody say. But when when my coach is telling me statistics during the game, I love Tua's response. We got to keep chopping at the wood, ball. Because look, man, he buying too much in his media hype, and he making Tua throw the ball a little bit too much, bro.
It's too much.
I mean, for him to be a run game coordinator, right? That was his specialty. bro, we gotta get more yards out of the run game. If Wilson don't come over here with all the yards he have, can anybody tell me how many yards we rushed for this season? Because I know it's less than 1,000 yards right now, and that's a shame at this point of the season.
It is, but it is, bro, and it's not because we can't be effective in the run game. It's just we don't run the ball enough. I feel like we don't run the ball enough to get into a groove.
Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you a question.
Honestly, I just don't feel like we run the ball enough, bro. We averaged 4 yards a carry yesterday.
The problem is that
like we scared or
the
something.
Niners offense didn't change.
Yo, what's good?
When Garoppolo went out, because your system is not quarterback centric. That was supposed to be our offense as well. Was not supposed to be as quarterback.
Exactly.
So why are we running it where we have to rely on Tua to be the guy that wins the game every game? It's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be
Tua is just not that guy that's gonna throw the ball 40 times a game and win the game. He's just not that dude, bro.
I mean,
he's not.
Good. It just depends on again.
Nah, he's not.
If he's checking down all day because they're playing double bracketed coverage on Waddle and Hill, and they've got a couple extra cornerbacks out there, why the fuck not just throw it underneath all day? It's an extension of the running game, small screens, fucking curls, digs, in and out routes. Hey, if they want to let him play that game, because that's exactly what Boyer let fucking San Francisco do all fucking game yesterday.
Yeah,
it's 3rd and 1. We in our goal. We inside our red
what
zone.
a terrible play call. What a terrible play call. Go ahead and talk about it. What a terrible play call. Go ahead.
It's 3rd and 1. We in our red zone. You do play action. Listen, you got Joey Bosa on your 3rd fucking left tackle. He's your 3rd string left tackle. Why is we doing play action when on 3rd and 1? Listen, the way he play call on 3rd and 1, if we don't get it and it's a stop, we go for it. Bro. Why not just take that approach when you run that ball on 3rd and 1 instead of doing fucking play action? Once again,
what's wrong with it?
You get the first down. Even if you don't, then if you want to go for it on 4th and fucking throw the ball, then go for it. But at least you're keeping the defense honest by doing both.
Yeah, exactly. You got to run the ball there, man. You got to run the ball on 3rd and 1.
What's wrong with a quarterback sneak, bro? What is wrong with a quarterback sneak?
I don't give a damn what we call, just long as we run it on 3rd and 1 inside our red zone.
When it happened in Buffalo and he got all twisted up and he hurt his back.
That's right. Yeah, that was against.
Oh my gosh.
GP, when you were showing the film, I don't know if anybody noticed, if Tua would have stepped up just 2 or 3 times and run the quarterback draw, that field was wide open because the linebackers were dropping back so deep.
This is way deep.
The pocket was open in the middle. All they had to do is run through the middle a couple times, and that's another way to slow down the pass.
And it is. And that's honestly, and that's on coaching. Like, if coaches see, and bro, there's 5 coaches in the box, right? And there's 5 coaches on the sideline. If they see that the linebackers are taking really deep drops, bro, run a quarterback draw and let his ass get 10 yards and slide, bro. Like,
it's only going to take 3 or 4 times of doing that before they say, all right, fuck this. We can't do that.
Go ahead, Niner.
But then that opens up the middle for Tua to hit his receivers there.
Hey, by the way, we don't have Joey Bosa. We got Nick Bosa, bro.
You know what I meant, motherfucker.
I know what you did. It's all right,
bro. That's all you had to say, bro. That's what you had to say, bro.
No, I'm just telling you, like I told y'all last week, when y'all face a real team and not no cupcakes, now you see what happened.
Okay, listen. Let me interrogate him, Ron. Let me get at him, Ron. Because, bro, Niner, I got much respect for your team, but you is on the Dolphin panel, so you talking that good shit. Now tell me literally, like, honest opinion. You know what I mean? You can talk your fan shit if you want to, but let's talk real ball. How you felt about that game? Like, during the game, not before, like during the game, how you felt about it?
I was confident in it because I know how my team plays. I know.
Hey, real. Now, I was watching the game with you, bro. So don't.
Hey, you was right there too,
bro. You weren't confident, bro. You wasn't like jumping up and down confident,
y'all
bro.
Scored the first game. I was like, we good.
How did you feel after Garoppolo got sacked, bro?
That doesn't matter because Purdy played good in the preseason. I watched the guy.
You didn't know
Purdy's
that.
not bad.
So you were just as confident with Purdy.
Yes, he runs the offense better than doggone Garoppolo does.
Wow.
All us Niners fans wanted him to play.
Man, you would say that after he had an okay performance.
No,
He didn't play great. He did not play great. He threw the ball damn near 40 times and had 200 yards, bro.
Listen, we turned the ball over 4 times, and we still were within 1 score. 3 minutes left.
And
turned the ball over 3 times.
And still got the L.
We did, bro. Salute to y'all. One thing about me, I ain't no sole loser. Y'all got that done. You feel me? At the end of the day.
Yeah, y'all got the dub, man. I'm gonna shut it down, man. I appreciate everybody coming up, man. I'm gonna go ahead and do final takes real quick. I'm gonna start with the Dolphins realtor, man. Where you been? What's good, man?
What's up? How are you guys doing?
What's up,
Dolphins realtor?
Good, man. How you doing, man? Let me get your take on the game first. How'd you feel about the game, and then give me your final take after that, man.
Well, I felt pretty shitty about the game. I mean, it didn't go our way for sure. Honestly, like, and people get pissed at me when I say this, but like, if we saw the 49ers in the Super Bowl, I would be happy. I would feel that we are fortunate because the way that we played that game is not going to be the way that we play them twice. I mean, talking about the most accurate quarterback in the league not being accurate. That's not going to happen twice.
No, you're right. You're right. You're spot on with that.
I mean, hey, and you know, we get Armstead back. We get better. Pass pro.
Fisher now too.
We got Fisher and we got Armstead. We need both. Hey, we need both of them in the game. We need both of them playing, bro. We can really solidify this line if both of them can come in and just stay healthy throughout the rest of the season.
I
don't know.
Left guard.
And I don't know what type of shape Fisher is in, but if he comes in and he steps in and he's anywhere that he used to be as a first overall pick, bro, we're gonna be all right. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I feel like they're gonna try
even if he's just serviceable. You don't have to play
they're gonna
great.
move Dell to left guard just because of his weight and how he can pull. I mean, that'd be a beast, man.
That's what I said, man. Put him in left. Think about this. Think about Armstead, Shell, and Williams. That's the left side of your line.
Yeah, that's solid. Yeah,
you run behind them all day long.
And that's what we gotta get better at. We gotta get better at running the football. Coming down this stretch in December, like this is where we gotta win games, and we gotta start running the ball efficiently. If we don't start running the ball efficiently now, we're not gonna be able to do it in the playoffs. And if you can't run the ball in the playoffs, you're gonna struggle. That's just is what it is. It's gonna be cold weather sometimes. It could be bad weather. You got to be able to run the football.
Hold the lead at the end of the game. You got to be able to run the ball. I mean, you know.
Yeah, that 4-minute offense is where it's at, man.
That's the key. Yep.
You got to stay on the field.
Remember that holding call against fucking Robert Hunt when
talked about that, bro. It was terrible call, bro.
But observing the team throughout the year, do you think that we're really a run first? I mean, I don't think we're built that way. I think it's very
we're not. We're not. Yeah, we're not run first, but we're like we're the type of.
He's not utilizing it.
This is the type. So we're a pass to open up the run type of team.
Exactly.
But like the play action is got to be a part of the game, and people have to respect our play action. If people respect our play action, we have a chance to do anything we want to do offensively, throwing the ball. But if they don't respect our play action, we're gonna have a hard time throwing the ball, and that's what you saw last night. I mean, on Sunday, you just saw a team drop back every time and say, "Hey, find the windows and try to make the throws." And it gets really tight when you get linebackers who are good and who can get in those lanes and really like stretch the field. It gets difficult, bro.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, I think we're in a good spot. I think moving forward, the dude's not going to be that inaccurate. And I mean, if we just put 50% of those missed opportunities into play, we're probably up by 2 scores. So
79 plays to 45 plays.
That's because we didn't run the ball.
It's crazy. 80 to 45, bro. That's wild.
Our most complete game so far is the Cleveland game, right?
Yeah, clearly, hands down.
And we
offensively for sure.
Ran the ball right at their strengths, and it became a weakness.
We should have been running the ball at Bosa, but we did not do it.
And we have to make sure that this running game is established, but for the end of the season, man.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get there.
Sorry
just
that I'm
imagine Robert. See, what we should have done is just imagine had we allowed the running game and just had Robert fucking Hunt knock the shit out of fucking Nick Bosa every fucking play.
We should have been trapping the shit out of Bosa. And what you do is let Bosa's ass come up the field, and you let Rob Hunt go fucking smash his ass every couple plays, and he'll slow the fuck down. He'll be like,
damn,
yo, where
like he was smashing two ass all day.
He got a couple hits on him. That's it. I mean, he got a couple hits. Niner, I know you're gonna come in with your little commentary.
Yeah, the thing is his 3 sacks, all 3 of them came on stunts
to the inside.
The one time he got chipped so far inside that it wasn't supposed to be a stunt, but essentially he did a fucking stunt because our tight end chip blocked him into the fucking B gap, and he
did a spin move.
On in. So
he did a spin move right into the damn quarterback.
How do you expect a running back, a fullback, and a tight end to take your defensive end every play? You can't. I mean, they're supposed to help and chip, but it can't be their main responsibility to block Bosa. Sorry,
man. And then Engel and Wilson going low on Bosa. That shit was not working, bro. He was jumping right over their ass and X-Men and doing all type of Captain Marvel and shit.
But if you run the ball right at him, you got Robert Hunt and Armstead coming at, or what's his name, Shell and or Little coming at him, you know, and he can't use his athleticism. He's got to fend off a block and try and get a running back.
Yeah. I mean, and I think McDaniels will learn from this experience, man. He's got to. He's got to learn to just, bro, stick to your guns. Like, you could have continued to run the ball and still threw the ball and mixed it up, bro.
We ran about 8 times. We still averaged over 4 yards a carry. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, Tua was just trying to be perfect, bro. Like, normally, I feel like you do that without thinking about it. And I mean, just seeing how high the throws was yesterday, he was pressing a little bit. You know?
Yeah, he was pressing. And I think
this offense is supposed to be not quarterback centric, so that he doesn't have to be the focal point of the offense.
Yeah,
he's just a point guard, and that's not what it turned out to be.
I mean, I think dropping back 15 yards, that's how it's gonna be. Go ahead, Dolphins 1989. My bad.
I got a question for y'all. Is it true that Tua only plays well when Armstead's in the game?
Well,
I don't know, man. I mean, it's like, guys, when you lose your starting tackle. So if any NFL team lose their starting tackle, typically they struggle. Like, I don't know. Like, it seems like that's the.
Well, you got to remember also, he's got PTSD from last year's and the year before's offensive lines that were the worst ever in football.
But he got to get over that shit. Like, at this point, like, that's my thing. Like, at this point, bro,
I keep on hearing this every single
Oh yeah, and that's gonna look. That's gonna be the narrative until he plays well without Armstead. Or that's gonna be the narrative, bro. That's what the Wolfpack will latch on to. They'll latch on to, hey, he only plays well with Armstead's in the game. Well, that's what you went and got Armstead for.
Exactly.
Is to give him consistency at the position.
Look at Herbert.
You win it.
Look at Herbert after Rashawn Slater.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Slater's out. Herbert's shit in the bed. Yeah.
Exactly, like, bro, when your starting tackle is hurt, everybody. And then these are young QBs also. It's not like they're veterans.
Hey, when Trent Williams got hurt, Garoppolo did just fine.
And don't forget, this is their first.
Garoppolo been in the league 10 years, bro. What you mean?
They're still all learning this offensive system too.
He been in the league 10 years and ain't did shit yet.
You got 2 rings.
Where were the points that he was putting up when Trent was out?
We want to put no points. We'll get them dubs.
Hey, you were getting
your defense was getting them dubs, bro.
Hey,
Stop.
defense wins championships.
Actually, Trent was
Cool.
only out when Tua was out.
Hey, real talk. I'm worried about our defense, guys. I'm not sold on our defense. I would like to say I feel confident about them. I'm just not there. I'm not.
Show that game yesterday when that rookie quarterback came in. That should have been the signal.
They should have been at that point. They should have been licking their chops. Like, oh, we got this. Like,
Bro, they were asleep.
Bro, they were asleep.
Bookins played out of his mind.
Yeah, I mean he's got to get paid.
And the interior guys were solid, but
look at Solid. That's some combo.
You know the biggest storyline in this whole thing though is that Tua can't perform in the clutch game, because when you look at it, we could have been in the playoffs all 3 years he's been on this team if he won that one game. He's been on this team 3 years. Well, this is the third year.
Right.
And this game had major implications on playoffs. Bro, we win this, we go to 9 with the AFC looking the way it is. We damn near guaranteed a playoff spot. You know, all we did by losing that game was just give up a little bit room to those sorry ass teams that can go on a run because they actually got a good roster. You know, we gave them opportunity. We win that game, bro. We in the playoffs. And it don't matter, because I'm telling you, when we get in the playoffs, Tua gonna be out there looking like a real Samoan sniper. But we gotta get there, and you can't get there if your team can't complete wide open guys down the field. You have to complete those passes.
I gotta say one thing, T-Berry. I agree with you. This game had big implications, but if we were gonna lose a game, and let's be honest, you can't tell me that all you thought we were gonna win out from here on. We're going to drop a game or two. If we were going to drop one, this was
the one.
Drop. It's an NFC team, so it doesn't really hurt us, you know, in playoff implications. Plus, it's a game that we can learn from and still go on a run to get into the playoffs. You know, we learn from our mistakes in this game, and we still got five tough games that we can run the gauntlet and go into the playoffs on a high note. And if we went out now, we can still get a shot at the number 1 seed, guys.
You know what?
I think, hold up, T-Berry, real quick. So, and I think you made a really good point. I mean, I look at these games. I know as a football player, a coach at one point, these are games you can learn from. So I understand you want your team to win every game, but this was a really good learning experience on the road. And look, they're on a West Coast road trip, right? So they're out there with each other after this loss. They're not coming back home to their families. They're out there watching film, trying to figure it out right now, how to get better, how to beat the next team. So if there was a game to lose, this was the one to lose in December, because now it's like, hey, we need to go on this run now. We got the Chargers, then we got the Bills, then we got to come back to the crib. So this is definitely the one to lose, but now they got to figure it out and go on that run. The chemistry's got to kick in. Everybody's got to start playing better at this point. Everybody.
Facts. My only rebuttal.
Go ahead, T-Bear. Go ahead.
My only rebuttal against that is, bro, because you're right. If it was a game to lose, it'll be against an NFC opponent. But imagine winning this game. I really don't see a team like I'm expecting to win the rest of the games. I know that's lofty, but I'm expecting to win the rest of these games. That's why I say winning that game, bro, it just would have gave us that stamp that we needed across the league and in the media eyes. I mean, you look at the pundits and you see we went from being 2 or 3 to now we're not even in their top 5. We're like 7 or 8. And even in the playoff standings, it's the same thing. You know, that win, bro, I'm telling you, this win right here was very crucial. But yes, we really want these AFC wins.
But that's the reason why you drop is because you go from division winner to wild card. Wild card can't host a playoff game, so you're automatically going to drop. Yeah. Now, if we go back into the lead of division, we're going to be back up to the number 2 seed again. So
we could have been number 1 overall in the league if we won that game. And my whole point, bro, is that's a lot of pressure, and Tua has yet in 3 years to win that one game. Yes, all the games be important. Yes, a win is a win. It don't matter who's on your schedule. But I'm specifically pointing out the one we have to win. Like, say if we won this one, we lost against the Chargers. Oh, it is what it is. People look at the San Francisco 49ers and they literally trying to put them in the top 3 teams in the league. So just imagine you beat that team, bro. I hear where y'all coming from because the AFC is the most important, but
biggest game
we win that game, bro. Shit is a lot different.
The biggest game is the Buffalo game, bro. So,
the biggest game is the next game. Tua said that himself. Every game that's the next game is the biggest game. Because if you don't perform in that shit, only thing you're doing is dropping out of the playoff race.
Yeah, but we got to beat Buffalo because
Better
we're
show
going
it,
to be the tiebreaker.
How do you think we perform against the Chargers?
I think we're going to blow them out. I think we're going to take it. We're going to rain hell down on them after this loss. They're pissed off, man. Tua said we're not taking this lightly.
I think we're going to do great. I think it's funny that all the Tua haters are already making excuses about when he wins the game, and it's the 22nd ranked defense. It's not Tua. It's just another easy one. But whatever.
That's the narrative I hate. I'm so with you on that, TDR, because I hate that narrative. It's like whatever win we get is not good enough. You know what I mean? But let the same other quarterbacks, Josh Allen, most of the teams we win against, Tua got more passing touchdowns, fucking yards, QBR, everything, the same team. But you praising Josh Allen in the form he do it when he just barely won that motherfucker. It took him all the way to the 4th quarter, but we beat the shit out of these teams. I hate that narrative, bro.
Hey, Josh Allen has already cried on Tua's shoulders, so he can't take that.
And Herbert's next week.
Oh yeah. Fortunately, after he's uncontrollably slobbering and snotting on himself, Tua will offer him his jersey so he can wipe it off.
My biggest thing is, again, this offense was not supposed to be quarterback centric, and it seems like it's being that way. And if like what happens if Tua gets hurt again, we got to rely on Bridgewater. It's supposed to be balanced enough or simple enough where just get the ball in playmakers' hands, and that's the way the offense is supposed to run. But they're relying too much on Tua.
Yep. And the thing is we look at again, it's one pass, but Skyler throws a terrible pass and is intercepted on his first play, and it's like, well, Tua couldn't fucking do it, and neither can fucking Skyler, so it is what it is.
That's why the running game's got to get going.
Yeah. It's like, how in the hell do you expect to throw the ball when you can see that they're dropping 7 guys into fucking coverage?
And they're not respecting the play action. And they're not even following the running backs.
Zone. They played zone against us with that deep man 95.7% of the fucking snaps.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you now, CB.
I was on mute for a long time. I was trying to figure out my mic situation. But yeah, I'm back, man. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna shut it down, man. I appreciate y'all coming out, man. Man, it's so much to talk about in regards to the Dolphins. But hey, the thing about this is it's a good learning experience for our team, right? We have the ability to go out, play another game in prime time, and show the world exactly what we have. And I think our guys are going to perform. I think they're going to play well. And hopefully these tackles get back healthy, man. Like, I don't care what anybody says in regards to the Tua narrative and not being comfortable. Any quarterback is not going to be comfortable when his guys aren't there. Like when his best guys aren't there, is just, bro. That's Tom Brady without Tristan Wirfs isn't the same Tom Brady. It's just the nature of the business. So I appreciate everybody coming out. I'm gonna put you guys in the back for a second, and then I'm gonna close it down. You can hang around for a little bit. I'll still be around, guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Guys.
Appreciate it, CB.
All right, bro. Later. Appreciate you guys. All right, so guys, real quick, I just want to thank you guys for coming out. It's another episode of Phins Take with CB83. We got a chance to watch the film early in the show. If you didn't check us watching out the film, go back, take a look at it. We actually got through all to his dropbacks. I just kind of talked about a little bit about what we were doing. Mike McDaniels has got to find a way to make this team more balanced. It's going to help not only the offense, but the defense as well. We got to start running the ball more efficiently. And I think that's why they go out and pick up an Eric Fisher, because they know, hey, we got to find a way to run the ball down this stretch. And that's going to help us. These tackles are key when it comes to run blocking and the scheme and running outside. Like Mike McDaniels is known for running outside zone. We have barely ran it this season. We've barely ran the play. It's just because we can't do it. It hasn't been efficient. So since it's not efficient, he doesn't feel comfortable running it. So we got to be a better running football team. And that's going to help Tua out tremendously. The play action game is a big part of Tua's game. Being able to, his handoffs, the way he's faking the handoffs is miraculous. He does a really good job of hiding the football. So he's just got to continue to do what he does. The offensive line's got to be better. We got to be able to run the football. Pass blocking, man. These fullbacks, these tight ends, they got to get involved in the pass game. They got to be better. I think these guys are learning. And we got to remember, guys, this is a team that's really been put together this year. And these guys are trying to figure it out within one season and try to make a run at it, which is difficult to do typically. There's not many teams we could look back on and say they had a rookie head coach, basically an O-line that was ranked last in the NFL, and receivers, a receiving group that was dismantled, and they put it together in an offseason and came and played well enough to go to the Super Bowl and win it. Like that's a miraculous thing to do. So I think what our team is doing right now is a beautiful thing, and I think there's growing pains to every season. There's going to be adversity that they handle. There's going to be things they kind of work through as a team, and this is one of those things. Like this loss right here gives them an opportunity to go back to the drawing board, figure things out, and really focus on getting better and being better throughout the rest of the season. Guys, these December games are what's going to be the difference. We got to win these next, of these next 3 to 4 games, we got to win at least 2 or 3 of them. We got to try to win these games. I think 12-5 gets us there. 11-6, maybe. It's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. I think this team is built to win. They have the ability. They have the camaraderie. They have the attitude, the want to. So I think we'll be good. I think we'll bounce back, man. Shout out to the Wolfpack. Shout out to the Tuaneers, the Skynet, Skynon, Tuanon, everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate all you guys coming out. Love y'all. Be safe. Be happy. Looking forward to these dubs that are coming. And we out this joint. Peace.
Came from the bottom, that's foreign. I swear that I'm up for the sun in the morning. Oof, hey, I gotta flex. I need a Nike bag, give me the check. I need the money and power, respect, but I promise I'm repping the O to the dead. Hey, oof, I sort them out of my way. I don't got nothing to say. Now they can't run at my pace. Yeah, they know that we ain't the same. 402, we rap the game. I told them this ain't a game.
Hey, real quick, Anthony Lozano says, CB, before you go, can you please read my comment before about regular cover 3 coverage and cover 3 cloud coverage? I don't know what the difference is. I always thought they were the same thing. Anthony, so cover 3 and cover 3 cloud. Man, that's kind of tough because different teams play it differently. So cover 3 is just basically 3 guys backing up. You got a safety, it could be 2 safeties and a cornerback, or it could be 1 safety, 2 cornerbacks backing up to cover that cover 3 area, that back third, right? So when we look at cover 3, you're breaking the field down into 3 parts: 1, 2, and 3. So that's cover 3. Cover 3 cloud, I think that's more of like a man concept underneath almost. So they may run the 3 back, right? The safety, the 2 deep guys, but they may have some guys man up underneath and play like a cloud coverage or something like that. So I think that's what it is, man. I'll do some research on it and just kind of try to figure that out for you too. I'm not a big defensive guy. I'm an offensive guy. I played tight end in college. So really good question though. Really good question. Like I said, I appreciate all you guys coming out. Love you guys. Be good. See ya.